So it's my last week here in Nepal, and the last thing on my list to do is see a tiger in the wild. So come with me on a 2-day safari, 1 day on foot and 1 day in a jeep, going through Bardiya National Park, right over by the western border. And this is the place with the best chance of seeing tigers in the wild, so wish me luck. And it is absolutely baking hot today. It doesn't look it, but it's 38 degrees and I am sweating from head to toe. So mate, he's given me this bamboo stick to protect myself against the tigers. He said beat it against the ground and scare them off if we get attacked. Yeah, alright mate. Anyway, we're starting off strong, seeing a beautiful stag here. There's an absolute abundance of deer in this park and we saw them all the time. This is the first sighting of the day. It's about 7:30 in the morning. A few little monkeys there. And just the two of us. This is a private tour, so just me and the guide here. He said keep to the right when you're going up these steps because they're about to collapse. So we actually had a pretty quiet day today. You can normally see rhinos and elephants, but from this watchtower we didn't see a thing. We sat up there for about an hour. And basically we're walking between points, stop and sit in the hides for an hour or two, see what comes and then move on. There's about 5 or 6 different places that we're going to visit today. So I had no idea that these walking safaris were a thing until I came to Nepal, and I must say I'm scared. You're walking around through long grass, through bushes. You're literally looking for a tiger. There is a genuine chance of getting attacked by an animal. I mean, he hasn't given me the stick for no reason. So believe it or not, I've actually turned up to this walking safari wearing a pair of flip-flops. My trainers got absolutely soaked on the motorbike yesterday, so I didn't have a choice. I came out in these this morning and the guides were like, you sure you're going to be alright in them? I was like, yeah, don't worry, I can walk all day in these. And they were like, what about run? There's a chance that we might have to run. I was like, well, I'm going barefoot if we run, mate. I haven't got a choice. So this is the next spot we're stopping at. The idea today is that it's so hot, the best chance of seeing animals is by the rivers and by the ponds where they come to cool down and come for a drink. But again, very quiet. We didn't see a thing there either. So we got greeted by a geezer riding an elephant, and I weren't too sure how I felt about it, to be honest, but there weren't any ropes, didn't seem to be in pain or struggling. The guy was just sat on it on a mat, but there's no doubt this elephant was being put to work. And those of you that have been to Thailand will know that all the elephant riding places have all been shut down now. It's really gone out of fashion and it's really looked down upon. So I was a bit surprised to see that in the national park, to be honest. Anyway, we crack on. I've had to strip down to my waist, it's just too hot, mate. But we're on our own, so no harm done. Now this was the last hide that we stopped at on the walking tour. We sat up here for about 3 hours. Saw this beautiful bird, I can't remember what it's called. Someone help me out in the comments. And although it was super quiet all day, we had a little bit of luck right at the end and saw these family of rhinos crossing the river. Majestic beasts, they're absolutely massive. They've got serious presence. And they told me that the rhinos are more of a danger than the tigers. And these are single horned rhinos. So off we go, day 2. We're in the Jeep today. We're obviously making a lot more noise, but we get to cover a lot more ground and see a lot more places. This park is absolutely huge, so there's plenty of places to go. Now the guide I had today, again it's a private tour, one-on-one. He was an absolute legend. He was so knowledgeable. He just seemed to have eagle eyes, and he spotted things a mile off that I couldn't. He was like, "Can you see it?" And I was like, "Yeah, I can," and I couldn't see anything. He knew the distress calls of the animals when tigers were coming. He was an expert on birds. He'd see a bird and he had this encyclopedia with him, and he'd just quickly flick through the pages, bang, identify it and show you it, name it. Very, very knowledgeable guy. The guides have been absolutely incredible. And hats off to the driver too, young lad, done a great job. So we've sighted a deer again, another beautiful stag. And the idea with the Jeep is you drive to a place, sit up, turn the engine off, and then sit in silence for half an hour and see what comes your way. Can't remember what those things are called. Just say monkey. So here we go, sitting, waiting. We've got a nice hamper of lunch there as well, and our water's chilled in a cooler. It was a lot more comfortable in the Jeep, I must say, with the breeze in your face. So today I also had the pleasure of meeting the Bardiya Park Chief Warden's son, that young gentleman there in the blue t-shirt, and he was a very, very nice lad. We got on like a house on fire. I'm actually going to meet up with him in Kathmandu in a couple of days. But yeah, it was a good day, good company. These are the places where I was seriously scared, where you can't see more than 10 metres through the foliage. I just felt like a tiger was going to jump out and get me at any moment. And mate, he seemed pretty calm. He's got his stick, but let me tell you, he was on a mission today to find me a tiger. And according to him, it was uncharacteristically quiet. We went to all the hot spots, all the places he knows to see rhinos and see tigers, and it was just dead, really quiet. It's so hot. All the animals are taking shelter, taking shade in the forests. All quiet on the Western Front, mate. I was actually quite surprised of how many animals we saw from the Jeep. I thought we would just scare everything away with the noise driving around in this thing. But he was constantly pointing out birds to me as we were driving around. Quite surprised. And bang, whole family of elephants spotted. Absolutely amazing, incredible, man. And they didn't seem bothered by us at all. Beautiful, beautiful creatures. It's so different seeing them in the wild to seeing them in a zoo or a sanctuary. This is how they behave, this is how they act. And it's just so good to see them. I swear that one was smiling. So that hamper's about to get raided. The next stop is the lunch stop, and what a place for lunch, overlooking this valley, this river. And they'd brought one table and one chair with all of us, and guess who got to use it? Me. I felt really spoilt. I wanted to just sit on the floor like everyone else. But you got to appreciate the care. All quiet here again. You'd normally see animals bathing in that water. Really, really unlucky. Out comes the chicken and rice. Got some fruit, got some juice. Really nice. The food's been absolutely incredible. I have not had a bad meal in 3 months in Nepal. Even roughing it, even these packed lunches that the guides do you on the hiking trips, on the safaris. They're very, very proud of their food out here, and it shows. So yeah, no sightings, no tigers yet. On we go. Top lad. So it's getting on in the day a bit now. We ain't got much time left. Been to most of the hot spots. Chances of seeing a tiger are getting slimmer and slimmer. And then we struck gold and we got lucky. And I tell you, if I wasn't with these guides, I would not have even seen this thing. It's quite far away. It's not the best sighting, but it's a sighting nonetheless. There, on the left of the screen now, just walking back into the trees. See it? That was it, that was the sighting. And even being so far away, I'm just seeing the back end of it going off into the trees. It was incredible. So obviously the sensible thing to do when sighting a tiger is immediately disembark the vehicle and go off on foot looking for it. I thought they were mad at this point. I was absolutely bricking it. I would quite happily have carried on in the Jeep. This is not what you're supposed to do, surely. These are predators. They eat things like us for breakfast. Our skin's like tissue paper. We've got one man with a stick protecting us, but he was determined to get a close-up. I can't express how scared I was. Honestly, we know there's a tiger in there and we're deliberately trying to get as close to it as possible. It was just wild to me. I didn't even know this was a thing. You can even tell he's a little bit nervous now, but he's doing it all for me. He wouldn't be doing this on his own. He wants me to have a good time and he's willing to risk everybody's life and limb. So fair play, you gotta respect it. I mean, you would not stand a chance if that tiger wanted to hunt you down. Not a chance. It's just a psychological deterrent. That's the only thing you can do. Bunch together, make a load of noise, shout, wave your arms, beat the stick against the ground. But man, I was scared at this point. We all were. It's somewhere up ahead in that long grass, he reckons. I mean, he was tracking the footprints, he was tracking snapped twigs and flattened grass. He really was an expert. I mean, it's just mental, isn't it? Going on foot looking for a tiger. So here's where it just passed through. The dirt's been freshly turned up. You found a couple of prints. We're hot on its trail. Definitely on the right track. I mean, I'll be quite happy to just turn around and go back now, to be honest. Yeah, I've seen it, mate. I don't need to see its eyes and teeth, thank you very much. But here, like I said, he was determined. Absolutely bricking it. I made sure I was in the middle. There's 4 of us. And I thought, I don't want to be the front man and I don't want to be the back man. They're going to be the first 2 to get eaten, surely. So here he goes, up the tree, get a vantage point. And it looks like we are going to have to go walking into that long grass. Mad lads. Every little noise, every little crack and rustle. Oh man, I felt like I was in Jurassic Park, you know, the velociraptor scene when they're getting hunted down in the grass. I mean, look at this, mate. You can't see 2 foot in front of you. Neck high grass that we've just seen a tiger walk into. Scary, very, very scary. But what a thrill. I'll remember this forever. So he reckons it's moved on to another area. He's going to hop in the Jeep and keep pursuing it. He really was going above and beyond the call of duty here. Shoes off, barefoot, he's about to cross that river and go off on his own. He's like, you stay here, I'll go and have a look and I'll give you a shout if you should come and follow me. Off he goes. I mean, God knows what's in that water. There's snakes and all sorts, crocodiles. Crazy guy. Rather him than me wading through that. I was just watching him here, just expecting any second a tiger to just leap out and drag him down to the ground. Honestly, it's just, these are wild animals, man, like when we're in its habitat. Look at him, off. Anyway, we didn't see it again, but I'm so happy that I saw it. Wild tiger, sighted, tick that off the bucket list. So a nice bonus here, right at the end of the day. Couple of rhino in the river down there. Everything's just chilling, it's so hot. Nothing's moving about too much. But they're absolute tanks, man. They're so big, them rhinos. Loving it. This blew my mind. I've never seen so many all in the same place, but those are all beehives. I don't know why they've all done them in the same tree together. I've never seen anything like it. I've seen one or two. There's about 20 there, huge, all in the same tree. Don't know if it's the particular tree that they like or never seen anything like it. So it's getting on a bit now. It's about 6 PM and the deer are starting to come out to graze. But I'm chuffed, man. Elephant, check. Rhino, check. Tiger, check. Selection of wild birds, some monkeys, loads of deer. An absolute success, all in all. So happy. And this cost me about £40 per day for a 12-hour safari, 7 till 7, which is absolutely incredible value. What's that, £3.80 an hour or something? For a private guided tour? Unbelievable. So if you want to see some wildlife in Nepal, it's a bit of a mission to get to, but get yourself over to Bardiya National Park. It's absolutely awesome, man. And finished off the day by seeing the herds coming out to graze, the sun getting low in the sky. Beautiful end to a beautiful day. The whole park's absolutely stunning. Beautiful.